Qudsi, Hadith al-Qudsi, the direct words of Allah but not in the Quran, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered, La tasubbu dahr, do not be negligent concerning the study of the subject of time. Do not disrespect time, do not abuse time, do not be negligent in the study of the subject of time. La tasubbu dahr, for inni ana dahr, because I, Allah, I am time. I am time. Tomorrow, inshallah, this will be the subject of our khutbah at Princess Town. But notice something curious about time. In the age of the witness Dajjal, the Prophet said that time will move faster and faster. A whole year will pass, and it will appear to have been just a month. A whole year passed like a month. A whole month like a week. A whole week like a day. A whole day like an hour. A whole hour like the amount of time it takes to kindle a fire. Very famous hadith. And so, in the age of Dajjal, as shirk, you remember the story about Dajjal and shirk. In the age of Dajjal, as mankind is more and more embraced by shirk, and at the heart of that shirk is materialism, the dunya. As the heart turns towards the dunya, time moves faster. And as the heart turns away from the dunya and turns towards Allah, time moves slower. Notice when you make i'tikaf, have you made i'tikaf in your life? When you make i'tikaf, you go into the masjid. Before the Quran came down, we used to go all different places, a cave and a hill and so on, mountain. But now the masjid. And when you go to the masjid, can you take your TV in the masjid? No. Can you take the radio? No. Can you buy the Express and the Guardian and have it in the masjid reading? No. Can you carry your cell phone with you? No. So when you go to perform i'tikaf in the masjid, you cut yourself off from the dunya as much as is possible. When you cut yourself off from that dunya, suddenly you find time moving so slow. And moving so slow. A day is so long when you're in the masjid and your heart is tuned towards Allah. And so Surah Al-Kahf is teaching you, please direct attention towards time. Time will tell you where your heart is moving. Time will tell you whether your heart is in the dunya. I never have enough time, moving so fast, man. Very, very fast. Don't move so fast in Rio Claros and San Fernando. Time will tell you where your heart is located. So this is a part of the subject. I'm sorry I can't go into in greater detail, but I want to give you a taste of it so that you may develop an interest in furthering your study of the subject of time. When Allah woke them up and you've been sleeping for 300 years or more, the first thing you will feel is hungry. So they decided to send one to go get some food. Or when they send this fellow to get some food, they tell him, take these warik. And the tafsir of the Quran declares that warik will be silver coins. The Quran speaks of money. And the Prophet speaks of money, alayhi salatu wasalam. And money in the Quran and money in the Sunnah is always precious metals, not paper. Not paper. So he took with him these silver coins. But he was given instructions. فَلْيَنْزُرْ أَيُّهَا أَذْكَى طَعَامٍ. When you go to buy the food, you make sure you examine the label. The way Maulana Siddiq Ahmad Nasir never buys anything. You go with him in a supermarket, you have a lesson to learn. He watches every label to check it out. When you go to buy the food, go search for that food which is purest, which is least corrupted, indicating that in the age of Dajjal you'll also have the age of Ya'juj and Ma'juj. Inna Ya'juj wa Ma'juj mufsiduna fil ard. Gog and Magog will corrupt everything. Everything fasad, including food. So food is going to be corrupted. You stop and you buy some of the vegetables from Aranguez. You know how many times they spray chemicals for the week? Do you know how many times? Sometimes 3 times for the week. They spray with chemicals. So when you eat that, all those chemicals going on inside of you. Secondly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a great engineer who did the genetic engineering of food. Food not only provides nutrition, food also has other functions to perform. Food functions as medicine. Food sustains the immune system of the body. Food, not the pharmacy. When you tamper with the genetic composition of the food that Allah had ordained, you disturb it, you reprogram it. Genetic re-engineering. Yes, the crop is much bigger now. Every farmer in the world wants this new genetically modified. See, you make more money. But you also pay a price. What's the price? That this food that you're now eating can no longer function medicinally. And so the immune system grows weaker and weaker. And as the immune system grows weaker and weaker, the doctor had to prescribe stronger and stronger, what do they call it? Antibiotics. Until finally your body cannot resist, cannot fight any battles. At that time even a little insect bite is enough to cause you to fall down, be paralyzed. And that's how Gog and Magog will be destroyed in the hadith. And so clearly, yes, let me forget about the milk. When you feed the animal with genetically modified feed, and when you inject the animal with hormone injections to increase milk production, to increase meat production, yeah, you're making more money. But you have disturbed the internal composition of the food, in consequence of which it can no longer function medicinally. And so the young men were told, go and search for that food which is purest. Implication for us, as we look around today, and we see all around us food being corrupted, is that if we are serious about being Muslims, we have to produce our own food. We have to be self-sufficient in food production. Imam is here. I hope you're listening. Produce your own food. Be self-sufficient in food production. And your food must be the best. Every 5-star hotel will want to buy from what you produce. Because this is the best. The young man went down and tried to buy some food, but when he presented the coins, perhaps, we now only, this is not in the Quran, this we are inferring that these coins are out of date, because coins have to be constantly minted. So when the people saw these coins,